Let's talk Samsung cameras. This one here is the Samsung WB250F. Now this is back from 2012, I believe. This is another one of these older pocket-sized cameras that I've managed to pick up. I think this one cost me like $50 New Zealand. This one here it's in pretty good nick. I mean, it's still got the sticker on, as you can see. The sticker on the front there. It's in, like I said, it's in pretty good nick. This is a 14 megapixel BSI CMOS sensor in this one, and that is a 1/2.3 inch sensor. Now, it is one of those little pocketable cameras you can put in your pocket easy enough, just for when you're going out for a walk and just want a few quick snapshots. It's nothing fancy, no tiltable screen. It's got a fixed screen on the back, 3-inch screen. It's pretty low resolution. It's, I think, 460,000 dots. It's, like I say, it's pretty low resolution. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's a pretty basic point and shoot camera. It takes reasonable images, as you'll see from some of the sample images I put up on screen very, very shortly. But it's a power button on top, and the lens retracts out. It doesn't retract out, it retracts back in, but it can extend out and then retract back in. There it is, retracting back in. As you can see, it's pretty slim. Yeah, so powered on, and you'll see on the back of the screen it's pointing at me. And it is a full touch screen. You can touch anything on there and you can track. There's tracking on it. So you can do a lot via the touch screen. It also has a Wi-Fi button up here if you want to connect up to the Wi-Fi and you transfer your images to your smartphone. What else can I say about this? It has a dial up top which has got program mode, and it's also got ASM, so aperture, shutter and manual for manual. It has an auto mode, has the Wi-Fi mode for when you want to transfer the images. It has a settings menu in there which has all your different types of settings for sound display, general settings, which includes like formatting and stuff like that, all those sort of usual things. It has a mode in there which has a few different variations on split shot, motion photos. There's photo editor, movie editor. What else have we got on this? It's one called Best Face. It's obviously for taking photos with people in the shots, and the battery's going to run out very, very shortly. Smart mode, and it also has a pop-up flash which you can bounce. You can pull back and bounce the light up if you want to, and a zoom lever, which I don't think it's going to, hang on a minute, wait a minute, put it into ASM mode, and it will zoom in and back out. And I think I'll turn that off because the battery's just about to die on it. But like, it has a menu button on the back, and your 4-way controller for your different functions, for like flash, multi-shot mode I should say, continuous shot mode, timer, and then macro mode. It's got a little button there for macro mode as well. Your play button and trash button, and your menu button, and the record button at the top. But it's like I say, it's a pretty basic sort of point and shoot from that sort of era. You don't really get these point and shoots anymore. The way the world is going with smartphones and stuff like that, who needs to have that when they can have a same sort of image quality or better on a smartphone? And this is going to be pretty similar to a smartphone of 5 to 10 years ago. The more modern smartphones nowadays will surpass the image quality on this without any doubt. But anyway, just a few little specs. Like I say, it has a 1/2.3 inch sensor, which is pretty small. Some of the modern smartphones, I think my smartphone, the Huawei P30 Pro, I believe it's a 1/1.7, I think. So this is a smaller sensor than that. It has a 24 to 432 millimeter equivalent zoom range on it, with optical image stabilization on it, no electronic stab on that. So it weighs 226 grams, or about half a pound for you guys in America. The autofocus has tracking ability and face detect as well, so that's quite handy for portraits and stuff like that. Video, the top video resolution is 1080p at 30 frames a second, and it goes down from there. But anyway, it's got a little bit of a grip on it, as you can see. So you get a little bit of a hold on it, but it is very, very small. When you're holding on to it, you haven't got much room. Your hands are sort of, it's hard to show you. Your hands are very cramped up in that holding on to it. But it is what it is. It is a small pocket and shoot. It is what it is. It is a point and shoot from over 10 years ago. Something you can slip in your back pocket, your purse for you ladies. But anyway, I'll get on to some of the photos. Now, these are just photos we've taken when we're going out for a walk around the neighbourhood. So you can see what the sort of quality is like from this. Like I said before, with the image quality of this, there is one benefit of having it in a form factor like this, even a small sensor, I mean, and that is the glass elements on the front there. As you'll be able to see, they're way bigger than a typical smartphone. Typical smartphone's got a tiny little piece of glass on the front, so this does have the added benefit of larger glass to let more light in. Why did I mention too that the aperture ranges from 3.2 at the wide end to 5.8 at the long end. So not very bright at the long end, but then again, it's a compact little point and shoot with a big zoom on it. So 432 millimeters is quite a decent zoom range for a little pocket camera like that. But anyway, on to the image samples and see what you think of those. So anyway, what did you think of those image samples from this little point and shoot? Any good or not? I think they're okay. I mean, I've got a couple of cameras, the Samsung EX2F and the Olympus XZ2, I think, yeah, that have got a slightly larger sensor and better optics, and they produce much better images than this little thing. And they're a little bit bigger, bit chunkier as well than this. But hey, it is what it is. You get what you pay for, and yeah, it's not something I would recommend, but it's good to visit some of these old cameras from 10 years or so ago and see what they were like, you know, back then when they came out. So yeah, I hope you liked the images and the short little review of this little camera. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye.